Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Aura. So September 2nd was a full moon in Aquarius, and it was all about divine surrendering, trusting the process, trusting that God has something for you, trusting God's plan. It was also about spiritual cleaning, so cleaning things that don't sit well with your spirit, don't align with you, or you've been feeling called to release. A lot of you may be in resting mode, healing, trying to just gather up your energy to perform certain tasks or to deal with some challenges. Okay, so let's see what is the result of that full moon in full moon in Pisces. We have the Page of Swords. The Emperor. And the King of Pentacles. Nine of Swords at the bottom. I feel like after some type of depression, heavy energy, you're now using your mind to kind of like get out of this stuck energy, feeling like you can't move forward. I feel like you've been like dedicated, right, and persevering through hard times and challenges right now. I feel like you're taking new awareness on your journey and just like pushing forward. So if you're learning something about yourself after this hard time, right, this stuck energy, you're applying it and you're moving forward as like a leader, because the Emperor is all about strong energy. You're really learning and taking that energy and persevering forward, okay, after tough times. So you're really surrendering after this depression, this hard time, and feeling like stuck, like you can't move forward. And you're taking your knowledge and your awareness and moving forward with it. And you're also feeling stronger in your foundation when it comes to your mental health now. You feel more secure with this Emperor. And now I feel like you're ready to take the new things that you learn and apply them to your life. You could have been kind of questioning like your career path or questioning your finances, but now you're ready to get up and go. I feel like live your path. Like some of you could be following your calling. I feel like you feel more secure now into like creating some stability, because the Emperor is all about a provider, protector. That's the really divine masculine energy, opposed to like this Nine of Swords. So it's really getting out of this mental conflict, burden, depression, anxiety, and really moving forward. Okay. Let's see. We have another card coming through. Some of you could be reading self-help books as well, and it's kind of helping you to get more in tune with your emotions. You're moving out of this Nine of Swords energy into a more mentally stable energy, more off of intellect. So it's like you're applying with your learning, and then now you know that you have like everything you need is within you. The Magician is like that powerful energy, realizing like everything is in divine order and divine timing, and that your spiritual team is helping creating the life that you desire. And you're kind of getting out of this restless energy, like this emotional impulsivity, this sad and sunken energy, and you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm gonna pour some more. Judgment. So you could be looking at your past, and I feel like this is coming up. So the Pisces energy is like could have caused you again that divine surrendering, seeing things that you need to release. That's that spiritual cleansing that I mentioned earlier. So that's the energy. And you know, it was September 2nd. Today is September 4th. So that was literally 2 days ago. So it's a need to like, it was a need to balance out your foundation and rebuild structure, like mental capacity, build up your mental stamina, build up your emotional maturity and things like that. So I feel like you've just been learning more about yourself. And it could just been like rising up till September 2nd, and then now September 4th, you're feeling more confident, more empowered. You're kind of looking at your life and seeing what you need to cleanse, what is like heavy on your spirit. And you can also be reading, like I said, self-help books that make you evaluate your life and make you see things that need to be worked on, people that need to be released, and things of that nature. Yeah, because I feel like you're in conflict. You were in conflict with this Emperor, this higher energy, this masculine divine energy. It's all about having a firm foundation, a good leader, right? He has emotional control, like he's powerful. And I feel like you were competing with that, and you were also competing with people that you need to cleanse from your life, like battling with the thought of it. And also just releasing this toxic energy with this bravado card. And I feel like some people were also causing that type of depression. So you're getting out like a depressive stage, like I said, and just analyzing your life and what things you need to change and cleanse and remove from your life. I see the Knight of Pentacles. Truth wanted to come out, and that's the truth. Okay, community. If you spend a lot of time with that solitude, because a lot of times that Nine of Swords represent that heavy energy, that crying energy, that depression represents solitude a lot of times, and just being like really closed off to people. So you're being asked to go into community. And I feel like you're also having like more patience when it comes to emotional control and building that emotional intelligence up. You're not really as emotional, reactive, or just like sunken in your emotion and depressed. And like the Page of Cups is such a naive energy, so it's like emotional immaturity. But I feel like you're slowly gaining more emotional maturity and more emotional stamina. And I feel like just going into community can help you as well. It can help you mentally, spiritually. So it's just connecting, releasing community that's not for you, right? Because I feel like some people has caused you to like judge yourself critically, right? Because we have this judgment, bravado, and then we have community. So some people could have caused you to kind of like look at yourself with a more critical eye. Some people you need to remove, and some people are making you take accountability for your actions and what you did. Like, girl, you emotionally immature. You don't know how to communicate. You just always communicate with aggression. You need to like fix that. You do the most, like, you know, it's that type of energy. And then look, I didn't even see this Queen of Swords at the I forgot that was there, Queen of Swords. So definitely some people can be pointing out the way you handle people. Like, girl, you don't gotta cuss everybody out. Like, you need to just heal yourself. You're emotionally immature. You just need to go heal somewhere, and you need to learn how to communicate like an adult. Like, that's what I'm getting as well. Psychic awareness. For some of these, and then you have purpose. Okay, some of you guys being called to follow your intuition. You are removing people that you could have known didn't have the best intention, and removing them for your life. You could be getting down, like with this Page of Cups, right, and this psychic awareness, with this kind of nostalgic type of feel. You could be learning to trust your intuition more, and just like remembering things that you did in the past, like how you felt an intuitive nudge and then you follow through and it was like true. And for some of you, this judgment, bravado, and community is about you realizing certain people don't have the best intentions for you. And also kind of getting those downloads that you need to focus less on people and more on your purpose, with this psychic awareness and purpose, you could be getting divine messages about leaving certain people behind that cause inner conflict with you, so you can focus on your purpose or whatever divine messages you're getting, because you're definitely getting nudges and like signs and synchronicities that are trying to help you lead you to your purpose. And I'm also like getting that, you know, sometimes people like, you know, when you, unfortunately, when you deal with really bad experiences or people, or you have something happen with people, what it does is it forces you into your purpose. It forces you to evolve and grow, whether you like it or not. And sometimes those relationships hurt so bad, you know, it causes some like inner turmoil, especially with that Nine of Swords, that depression and sadness. It causes a lot of heaviness. But like the beautiful part of it, it pushes us to have boundaries. It pushes us to grow and evolve and set a certain self-love and standard for ourselves. So some of you are getting like spiritually guided to protect yourself, protect your innocence, protect your kindness, you know, because, you know, this is such a nostalgic card. So, you know, kids can be naive and they're more trusting. So now you have the new awareness on how to listen to your intuition. And yeah, I feel like you're just cleaning out, taking out the trash for real. And it's helping you lead to your purpose. And with that, following these divine messages. And you know, purpose can be a purpose right now, a purpose for the month. And then you have like your soul purpose, right? Some of you being led to your soul purpose. Because a lot of times dealing with lower energies push you to a higher self, a higher perspective, and higher boundaries, higher self-care, self-love, and things like that. Because then I see this esteem card, right? So there's no need to feel ashamed about dealing with certain people or how certain things turned out, because it was all in divine planning. Okay, that's my message. I hope it resonated. Bye.